Well, welcome to yet another episode of the Rumble. There's so many misconceptions that we hear about, and certain things that you might think are crazy, but they are true. I don't know how the hell it is so, but it is so. For example, we always read that if you take potassium cyanide, super poison, you stick it on your tongue, you touch it, they say you'll die. Okay, but you can take a quarter kilo of that and drop it in the Madras water supply, nobody will die. So dilution obviously will weaken the effect of it. But there is one, I would say, branch of medicine where dilution is the key. They dilute the medicine to such a point where you almost think it's not there. So you know what I'm talking about, and today's guest is Dr. Jayesh Sanghvi. Jayesh, welcome to the show.
Hi, Madhav. Thanks so much.
Okay, now I just gave them a little vision on what this thing is about, the concept of dilution. That's fascinating. Just tell us about it.
Yeah. Now, homeopathy is a system of medicine. If I give you a little idea about the basics of homeopathy,
yeah,
it's a system of medicine based on nature, the laws of nature. And here we say the more the dilution, the more the efficacy of the medicine.
And it's a paradox.
It is very awesome. And present day science now slowly has come to terms with it. So far it was considered a sham.
Outside the pale of medicine.
Oh yes,
itself.
because it was considered unscientific.
Okay.
Now with the advent of nanotechnology, nano has proved that certain medicinal powers exist even in ultra dilutions.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, like you said, like in nanotechnology, I believe you remove one atom in a molecule, and suddenly things to change.
Exactly.
In dilution also.
In dilution. So here what happens is, if you take say a herb, for example,
okay.
You have the marigold flowers which grow in your backyard.
Yes.
Now medicinally that's called Calendula officinalis.
Okay.
That's the biological term for it. Now an extract of those leaves, is taken.
Not the flower, the leaf.
Not the flower, the leaf.
Okay.
So you take one portion of this extract, dilute in 99 parts of alcohol, which is the non-medicinal vehicle.
So if you say you take 1 cc of that,
1 cc of that,
and then put it into
99 parts of alcohol. Water also can be used, but water doesn't have a lifespan. Alcohol is a good preservative, so we use non-medicinal alcohol.
Okay.
And this is done in highly.
This is like regular pure alcohol.
Pure alcohol, absolutely, for medicinal use. So now that is taken, mixed 1:100 ratio, and then 10 jerks are given. At a certain force, physically,
you're impacting it.
Hand is raised 3 feet in the air and hit hard on a
surface.
Yes, on a surface. And what happens here is, when you give that kind of a hard shake, the molecules of the vehicle, the alcohol and the medicine tend to
rub against each other.
And in the process, when you rub your hand, what happens? You generate energy.
Yes.
So here, when these molecules rub against each other at such a vigorous force,
straight away you feel the heat. So something is happening.
Absolutely. So here, when these molecules rub against each other, there's a certain energy that is liberated.
Okay.
Now, 10 such jerks are given, and that forms the first potency of homeopathy. Potency is the strength of the medicine.
So it's like 1/100.
1/100. Now, from that 1/100, you take one portion, mix 99 parts of alcohol, again give 10 jerks.
Okay, so that becomes the second level.
That becomes the second potency, which is 1/100 into 100, which is 1/10,000th portion of the original medicinal substance.
Okay.
Now, an average, a normal homeopath begins his medicine at the 30th potency, which is 1/1 with 60 zeros behind it.
So that means to say, if the medicine was like 1 drop, you'd need a container the size of the earth?
Absolutely. So
it is almost virtually saying there's no medicine. So that's not the point.
Exactly. So that's why we say homeopathy is never toxic. There's no side effect, no reaction, because there's no physical matter left. It's only the energy of the substance.
Okay.
That goes and...
it's like when they talk about a photographer saying, I've tried to catch a ghost with an aura. It's some kind of...
Absolutely. Even these medicines have an aura. If you take a credit in photography, you can see the aura of these medicines' strength.
Okay.
So it is just the energy. That's the reason why there are no side effect or reactions. Like you said, potassium cyanide. You take it, potassium cyanide, you take in homeopathic form. A child eats a whole bottle full of pills, 500 pills, which is 500 doses, nothing goes wrong. While we work on oral cancer with the same potassium cyanide.
Okay.
And a normal potassium cyanide, you put in your mouth, you don't live to tell its taste.
Yes.
Right? So here it is the energy of the substance which goes and strengthens your weakened bodily energy levels.
Okay.
Right?
So is faith and all that part of this whole thing?
Yeah,
in a way.
Faith I would say works when you take any system of medicine for that matter. But I say if the system is scientific, without faith also it should work, and that's where I prove homeopathy. We give it to animals. We have saved animals. We have saved racing horses from being put to sleep. We have dogs. We have a lot of other animals. We have veterinary homeopathy itself has a different science.
Okay.
Similarly, we work on children. Where does faith come in? We work with patients at deathbed on ICU, when they're critically ill, when they are comatose, when they are on ventilators. At that stage, medicine is given to them in few drop doses, and they have come out of the ICUs and back to normal life.
Okay.
So it is, faith helps, but faith is not the...
So it has gone beyond, there is something scientific, but yet not...
yes, it wasn't proved so far. That's why the scientific community was a little upset about it, that homeopathy is unscientific. But now, there is a Dr. Jayesh Bellare from IIT Bombay, who through nanotechnology has proved that these ultra dilutions of homeopathy carry the energy, the imprint of the original medicine in the form of energy. And it is this energy which strengthens your body's energy levels and helps the body cure itself.
So, you heard it from Dr. Jayesh now. The whole thing is, it's a brand new concept. It's a conceptually different from just taking routine medicine. So when you come back to second section, we'll talk a little more in detail about how does he make these medicines and what goes into them, because there's so many misconceptions.